Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Unexpected Christmas. And this new comedy comes from director Michael Vaughn Hernandez and writer Cassandra Mann, and this focuses on the story of a family's perfect Christmas reunion is upended when old rivalries, secrets, and romantic mix-ups come to head. And basically the idea of this film is we start off with the introduction of our main character, who is the eldest sister in this family, played by Dominique Perry, and she's dating Lil Rel Howery's character, Richard. And then things get weird. And Dominique arrives in Texas to her family reunion for Christmas to find out that her sister is actually dating Richard. And things get crazy and ensue from there. And this film certainly, one, from like a filmmaking standpoint, you can tell that this is made on a lower budget. I think the scenes that really kind of take you out are any of like those stock footage. Like, it's flying over highways in Texas and it looks really like low budget, cheap kind of footage. But in general, like, the rest of the film feels pretty, like, overly lit, kind of maybe like a Hallmarky, Netflix kind of Christmas rom-com. And, you know, the filmmaking doesn't have to be the most impressive artistically for the film to work. It's just, you know, it doesn't have that element working for it. And I think that the film overplays its hand, being a little too melodramatic with some of its music choices and more emotional moments. And there certainly are cliches, like you do have like the big moment where all of the subplots all come crashing down at the same exact time. And to be honest, the setup to this movie is kind of ridiculous. But once you get past those elements, there's a lot of heart and soul to this film. And there's complex familial dynamics and heavy themes that this film is navigating through. And as the film goes on and it moves away from this silly, weird, madcap, strange setup and really getting into the heart of the film, which is this family processing through these conflicts and long unsaid feelings and processing through them and growing together and eventually having this beautiful Christmas together, it'll make you feel some things. And honestly, some of the writing from Cassandra Mann is really poignant. And there's some little speeches towards the end of the film that actually are really well written and are quite poignant and take some interesting and dynamic approaches to navigating some of the themes of the film. You have the main character, Marissa's gay best friend, played by Terrence Terrell, pretending to be her boyfriend for most of this, and he has this heart-to-heart with her that really hits. You have Anna Maria Horsford, who plays Mama Scott, and she has a beautiful moment towards the end. And you know, there's a lot of tension between Marissa and her sister, and their journey throughout this film, it really comes to an impressive, like, heartwarming reconnection through all of this, ups and downs, and it was actually quite moving. And this film has a lot of heart. It has a lot of subplots, and it's balancing. You know, you have this the eldest sister who's struggling to find a man, finally finds one, and it turns out that, like, he's with somebody else, and she's trying to process this while also processing that her stepsister had, for years, taken the attention away from her, and that resentment building up, and her sister working for this company who wants to buy out the family's church, and that loomingness over there, and her rocky relationship with Lil Rel Howery's character, and they're not really connecting on what's most important in life. And then you have the subplot with the brother in the family who's having his own issues. Terrell Woodbury plays the brother, and he's having some of those uncomfortable marital issues and things not being said, and Cecily Friday playing his wife. And you have all of these different storylines coming in, and some fun supporting characters as well, some of the extended family. And honestly, the performances across the board are pretty strong and feel authentic. And there really does feel like an authentic familial connection amongst everybody. And I think that really works for the film. And there's a good heart to this. There's good emotional beats. There's some good humor. And overall, I think this is just a pretty charming film that overcomes some, filmmaking elements and some cliches that it leans on to really deliver a pretty heartwarming experience for the holiday season. But those are my thoughts on Unexpected Christmas. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.